All right. Good day. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more Minecraft. Some hot Minecraft action here on Onlydraven Gaming. I'm here in the Let's Build world today, just kind of bumbling around, working on the cube of deliciousness. Kind of adding some stuff to this. I'm not sure I'm going to work on this. Probably not what I'm going to be working on much today. This is something this takes forever. It took me all day yesterday, but I was able to get one cube completely done. You can see over on the other side there, that one's done. But yeah, overall it's going well. Hello, Moo, Gearbs, and Teresa. So basically the way I've figured out how I'm doing this is I just go around using floaty blocks and I put the chests that I'm going to have food items in throughout the area. And then I do the same thing with some of the ores like gold and diamond and specifically iron, things that you'll need for stuff like buckets and coal for fuel for your furnaces, things like that. And then I just go with the building gadget and fill it all the way up with stone, all these spots that are empty in between, which is pretty easy because the building gadget will just wrap around all the other stuff. And I add some sand in there and some gravel, just some miscellaneous lapis and redstone as well. I'll give you a quick view of the other one. I'm in spectator mode now, so this is the one that I've already built. So in spectator mode, I can slide in here and you can see the chests are already throughout the area. But I can zip through this while people are mining, and I'll be able to see what they've mined and where they are, so I can move around and check where everybody's going on. But that's a solid cube, so sand and miscellaneous stuff. There's glass on this side, so I'll be able to kind of see some of that. Once in a while, I put some orange stuff against the side. Somebody may even see one of their opponent's chests from time to time. Oh, there's one. See. Once in a while, I can be able to see a chest on the outside, so they won't, of course. Since I've got flare lanterns everywhere, this is the only place monsters can spawn, so they're spawning here in spades. But I finished up here, and I cleaned this up a little bit, made it solid around the edge so it didn't look so bad. And then, yeah, here we are. Then I built Raven's fishing shack. Little place for me. So that I have on my list a fishing tournament, and I realized I could just use this, like to do a fishing tournament. I don't need to build a whole nother lake and area. This will work just fine. So this one will actually serve as of at least 2 different Let's Plays. So that'll work well. I hadn't really considered that, but yeah, everybody will have their own little area. I'm thinking about building a little dock off next to everybody's area. We'll see about that. Yeah, overall it's coming along well. I have a 2 chest system, so basically the stuff I'm gonna put down in there I put in here, and as I use it I put it over in the other ones. That way I know I've already used it, and then when it's empty I just pick these up, move them over to the next one, and do the same thing again. So I chose pretty much all the seeds someone's going to need, from potatoes to tomatoes. I have both types of tomato seeds in here because I can never remember which one needs this stick and which one's not. Thank you very much, Moog, for that. Thank you so much for a tier 1 community sub gift. Interesting. You make a ruby. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Moog. I appreciate that. Now, I will probably wait a little bit on spins. I'm going to do that when I first start out this early in the day, but we'll see. I jump on the spins. Right now, I'm just quaffing the delicious chalky milk. I got a fat new jug of it right next to me. But thank you very much, Moog. I appreciate it. And I'm sure they do as well. Oh my goodness, what a day. Yes, so here we are. Hey, there you go. So I've added a bunch of the different seeds. These are just the primary ores that I mix up while I'm in there. I added some of the berries because I think you can use those for different recipes. For animals, I've got pigs, cows, chickens, sheep. I put horse in there just because I can't remember if they made meat or not, but I thought maybe leather might be important for something. I put bees in there. I realized that it is super easy to make the what do you call it? To make honey, and to make the hive thing, you need to make honey, and there's some of the recipes could use that. Yeah. So I figured honey might be good in some of those recipes. I put some strawberry plants in here. And I had, like I said, I had the berries, tomato seeds. I even put some snowballs in there. If somebody wants to try to put together ice cream, it's not that hard once you have snow, but there's no snow that's going to naturally form here. I did put some, where are they? Cocoa beans in there as well, because they'll be useful for different things there. So hopefully people can, let's see, I got wild berry bushes. Draven community is when you let Twitch pick up. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, today is 3 hours. Then I'm off 2 hours. Then I'm back for 6 more. So it's a 9 hours worth of streaming today. I'll be here a lot. The bucket of water is, I don't know why that's in there. Oh, no, that's right. Because I was putting some little caves with water and lava. But mushrooms are in there. So that's all the food items I could think of to add. Or animal items as well. And there's probably more regular seeds for wheat than anything else. And most of the chests have more than one item in it. And it's always odd stuff that doesn't go together. Like you find a snowball and a seed, something like that. But I did put more wheat seeds than anything else because you need a lot of wheat for 3/4 of the recipes. I want people to have a better chance of being able to get that. So there's a lot of wheat down in there, regular seeds for wheat. Oops. And then let's see what else. Oops. Phone off. And then yeah, it should be pretty fun. And then there are some rarer items down a little bit further deep, but there's stuff all levels, right? Like that's the whole point. I mean, I want to make sure that there's stuff all over the place. Like there's stuff near the top. I'm gonna add more chests in this. I try to put them super close together, but I don't want you to find 3 in like 1 minute. But I want to make sure there's a lot of options because I got a lot of stuff that I'm putting in here. And I try to put at least 3 or 4 of every animal egg throughout. Normally only 1 a piece. But that way you've got a choice. I'm like, okay, do I kill it for meat or do I save it for breeding? You know what I mean? You don't find a second one, killing it and turning that meat into a steak or whatever is at least a food item before. That could be a last minute thing if you need to. You find a cow, you're probably going to want to hang on to it for milk just because there's a ton of recipes that need milk. But, if it's in the last 2 minutes and you haven't found another cow, you can always kill that one for a steak real quick. So that's kind of my thought process there. But yeah, I'm having, I worked on this, that cube took me about 4.5 hours yesterday. So I don't expect to be, I'm not going to work on this all day. Today we're going to work on the new Twitch Coliseum, which I'm going to be building here. We're going to work on that. I think I am going to put some little docks for fishing. We're going to do that real quick. But this stuff here, just the filling up of these, number one, it's not that exciting. So I'm not going to do a ton of this on stream. Ooh, face down here with nothing in it. Low on that one. Yeah, so it's super. I don't have to worry about the mobs either, because as I'm using the building gadget to level stuff up, it just keeps killing them and they keep spawning, which is nice. But having this glass here has become slightly inconvenient for me. I have to constantly fly up through the exit to get in and out of here. Can do, right? The life. That puts us at 46 subscribers. I need to do something special for 50. I haven't decided what yet. Looking for ideas. That in there, that in there. So yeah, the little docks, everybody will have one. I think I'm going to build... The corner folks are going to be the slightly harder one. I'm going to build it diagonal or not. But, build in there, build in there. Shouldn't take very long to build some docks. The lighting works really well. I haven't had any problem with mobs spawning up here at all. So or even animals either, which is another concern. I don't want people getting free animals. Cheaters, free cows. That's not how we roll here. Hey, it's kind of how I roll, but not you guys. Raven's fishing shack. So I'm trying to decide if throughout the adventure, throughout the Let's Play, do I occasionally want to offer a gift or a trade? Like, hey, here at wherever I am, I'm now trading a bucket of milk for 3 different types of fish. Bring me 3 fish. I don't care what they are, and I'll trade it for a bucket of milk. Anybody who wants that can trade it one time. That way people who maybe aren't able to find any of the real primary stuff still have a chance of getting a little bit of it. I wouldn't give animals away that way, but maybe some of the, like a bucket of milk or a rare seed or something. But that's something I've considered doing. All right, so let's build a dock. I think I'm gonna build that out of spruce. Did I build this out of spruce? I did build that out of spruce. Consistency, I like that. Gonna need some logs. I think I like oak wood for the logs. I don't know, let's take a look. Oak. Got spruce. Oh no, spruce looks pretty good. We'll use spruce. Okay. All right, so it's not gonna be a huge dock. I'm just giving everybody a little dock. Oh, I need stairs. Stairs. Yeah. 50 subs, you could do a battle royal. Like play a battle royale game and like Fortnite kind of thing. You'd probably do something like that. They don't have to use the dock, of course. Else if they should choose. Well, I don't have a way of getting everybody together is the problem. None of the servers we have would let everybody in. So it would have to be somewhere external. Like that needs to be a little bit long. That has to go. Oh. I don't like it right at the end. I'm very picky about my docks. There we go. That's a good length. Come out here and fish. Add a couple. Stick with the themes here. I'm not worried about really mob spawning as much as I am just making it look kind of cool. There. Everybody gets a dock. If I was... Oh, I forgot the stairs. Dock for them. If I was building a dock, I would put it right here. Is this too wide? No. Because again, in my head, I'm thinking this can double as the... for the fishing competition that I'd like to do down the road as well. Give them a little place to fish from. Oops. Didn't take too long. Knock these out real quick, and then we'll start working on the new Coliseum. Now, getting the Twitch sign to look as good as the other one, I'll probably have to pop back and forth a few times. So that one I'm a little concerned with. Oh, get the stairs. I did good. All right, so I'm gonna try to build one of these on an angle. I've never built a deck on an angle before. I'm not sure it's gonna look good. If it doesn't, I'll build them a regular rectangle one for them. one more out. I need your opinion. I need to know what you guys think of this dock. Or should I go back to a, just make it straight, not make it actually in the corner? You like the dangle dock? Okay, cool, cool. They got a little edge. They can still stand here and they can do their fishing. The stairs actually look kind of like work out really well. I love stairs, man. God, I say it all the time. I wish there were more stair options. There's so many beautiful bricks in mod packs with no stairs, and it just kills me that I can't design with them like I do some of these other ones. All right, cool. I'll do that little angle dock. I can do those in the corner for the corner folks, and that should work. I think I'm going to put give them a fishing rod to start, because I don't have really any way for them to get string, and I feel silly giving them just string and making them make the rod. I might as well go ahead and give them a couple fishing rods. Maybe I'll put a little chest on their dock with a bunch of fishing rods in it. So that's one thing I'll supply them. I'm going to supply them a fishing rod. I'm going to give them a crook so that they can hopefully get more saplings. And that might be, and probably one real basic pickaxe, like a stone pickaxe that they can start with, and then get down here and get their own stone in that point, and so on and so forth. But I think that might be what I start them with. And I may give them a stack of some type of food just to eat themselves, so that they don't have to take it out of their own meals. But whatever that stack of food is, something really easy, whatever that is, it'll be the one food they can't turn in at the end. What I'm thinking. I hate to lose that little nutch. End up with it. All right. I'm sitting here with the song "Sitting by the Dock of the Bay" in my waist time. Back in the day, before the internet existed and ruined all my best money making concepts, I used to be the Red from Shawshank. People needed stuff, they couldn't find it anywhere, they came to me, and I was really good at tracking stuff down. Especially when it came to music, right? Because you couldn't download music back then. You kids don't know what that's like, but it was the before times. You couldn't download music, right? You could only find it places. And finding old songs or rare clips and things was something people really had a hard time finding. And I enjoyed that. I had a lot of different music stores and such that sold CDs and cassettes and records that I could contact to try to find rare stuff. And a friend that I worked with was looking for a copy of the song "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay," but wanted it on vinyl. Her grandpa had that song on vinyl, and it was like him and her grandma's favorite song kind of thing. And she'd been looking for a copy. She wanted to give it to him as an anniversary. And she'd been looking for I've been looking for like 6 months and I can't find it anywhere. Think you can give it a look? I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah. And I made one phone call. I'm like, yeah, I've got one. Like, I'll go get that for you. I'll have it. I'll be back in like 30 minutes. Like, really? I'm like, yep, I already got one for you. No worries. Ooh, that might be too close to the corner. It is too close to the corner. Ooh. The corner one's going to run it right into that. I need to move more to the left. I feel like this one's not as centered as the others, but there's not much I can do about that now. Not rebuilding the whole thing. Being very careful. Oops. To mine manually. Not vein mine my lake. Much work in the lake. Do that. I remember doing some of that work. Some of it I don't remember as much. The Wild Knight. Someone did give that a dislike. I will say that. Usually the dreams where I get a little toasty. No, the dreams. Good Lord. The streams where I get a little toasty. There's always at least one person who doesn't like that. Okay. Loud and clear, I got you. Oh. Oh, I forgot to put lights on this. Stairs over there, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's their dock. We'll do a corner dock again. Wonder how these docks are doing. I guess I'll ask, what's up, dock? That's right. Only the highest caliber of comedy for you folks. I'm in a weird mood today. Weird mood. Good mood, just weird. I've had an overall pretty good week, so hard to complain about it. I mean, I'll still find a way to do it, but it's hard to complain. Maybe I should go... I'm gonna... Oh, well, they're pretty close. Okay. And like... Here, 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 here. Here. Fishy dock. I like it when I can repurpose, like where a Let's Play is good for two different things. You know what I mean? Where I can reuse them again, because it kind of gives people, based on my own experiences, it gives people like a bit of familiarity. That's kind of fun in Let's Play. Oh, I remember when they filmed here before. Cool. What are they going to do with it now? You know, that's one thing I always like about a lot of the Rooster Achievement Hunter stuff. They have a habit of they'll do a game and then they'll revisit it a year later and call it the same name but X. Fishing X. Like it's now a whole different thing. And it usually really is, but they do a good job of that. But yeah, if I can come up with stuff like that, that would be cool. Again, I've built fishing Let's Plays for the community before, and we always lose the server before we get a chance to play it. You're still hoping better luck. I'm actually going to do a backup on this a little bit later today. I haven't done it yet, and I realized I hadn't done it yet. And I'm like, nah, I need to do that. I need to pull a backup of this world just in case. I put way too much work into this to have to do it all over again. Yeah, so yeah, today I want to get started on the Coliseum. I'm probably going to build the Coliseum first before I worry about adding the Twitch logos. I want to get the Coliseum done first. Stubby. And, I forgot lights again. This isn't taking long at all. I'll have these knocked out pretty quick. But the Coliseum is one that's going to be very easy to reuse. And that's kind of the goal of that. I want to be able to be like, here in the Coliseum, I can always go and add stuff on the floor of the Coliseum. Say, okay, now we're going to do this. Like the very first one I'm going to build, I can tell you guys, is I'm going to put a bunch of little obstacles in it, and then I'm going to provide everybody the Matter Overdrive guns, and it's going to be a capture the flag game, where there's things you can hide behind. It'll be 2 teams of 6. And so everybody will be fighting to get the flag kind of thing. So I've built some. I built one like that before, but then after I film that, I can just rip those up, the little obstacles I put to hide behind, and I can put something completely different there. And that is the wrong spot. And then use the Coliseum for a whole nother type of match. I think the Coliseum will be very team-oriented stuff. Oh, you stop that right now. What have you guys been into this week? Anybody doing anything exciting? Anything cool happen in your lives? Let me live vicariously through you. Oops. Ah! No. Every so often I find a place I did not sploosh correctly the other night and I have to fix it. One thing I can't stand, it's incorrect splooshing. Stand for it. That was the wrong button. This is like golf level in the amount of time it's taken to work on this. Those cubes, man. Filling those up. Those are taking a while. But I think it's really going to turn out well though. I think that when it comes time to film this one, it's really going to turn out like a lot of fun. I think it's worth it. The other thing I need to do on this one that we may knock out today is I need to make an ender book for each person here to be able to teleport to their area. I don't want to teleport everybody to, I guess I could make everybody walk around. We'll consider it. I am relatively lazy. All right, so I've got one more and then a corner one and then I'm done. Your driving test. That's awesome. Awesome. Well, best of very much luck to you. I don't remember my driving test, to be honest with you. I'm so old. But I don't remember my driving test. I remember I took one. I remember the actual test. I remember the written part. I remember sitting in a desk, and even then I was fat. So I remember having to squeeze my booty into this desk that was clearly not built for someone my size. It wasn't as big, but I was still big. And then there was a driving test, but I don't remember that at all. I took driver's ed in school. It'll be a little bit close to that one, but it should be all right. I probably should move that to the right a little bit. Driving test. That is still pretty cool, though. What in the world did I do here? That's just appropriate one. That one. No. It goes there. Hell. Go look at this one. Three, two, 3, 2, 3, 2. That's what I thought. Look at that. I built all of those other ones, and then I finally get to the last one and lose my pattern. Oh. I've always wanted a motorcycle. Motorcycle test. I was always like, well, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if it's like this in every state, but here in Tennessee, you can go take what's basically a motorcycle driver's ed, a one-day class. And they supply the motorcycles, and you go there. There's a community college not far from where I am. And you go to the community college, they provide the bikes. You do like a 2 or 3 hour training class. Then you take that certificate you get from them to, excuse me, take that to the place you get your license. And if you have that certificate that you've been through that school, then you don't have to take a driver's test. They just give it to you. If you don't have one of those certificates, you have to take a driver's test. I always thought that was pretty interesting. I definitely would have done that. All right, so we got our little docks. Everybody got one? Everybody got one? I really did not do a good job. I left too big of a space here and crowded the corners. But maybe everybody can chat and talk together, you know, have a good time. You know, community and such. Let's get them some fishing rods. Some chests. Stack of chests. I don't think they're going to need more than this regular size chest worth, right? Here. Stay consistent. Everybody's on the right. Uh-oh. Okay. Ruining consistency because that one will be underwater. Ooh, that one barely fits. That one. Ooh, this one just SOL. Ooh, here's where we started. Okay. It's totally different. You do a CBT training. CB tree. T. Fishing route. I don't think anybody's going to need more than a stack of these things. Like a, you know, like one row. If they do, I can always give them another one. But one row of fishing rods should be more than enough. For this, if we're doing the fishing adventure, probably be a little different. And I think that I will, you know, anything you find, anything you fish up, you can use if you can. So if somebody finds a piece of armor and they want to put it on just for the fun of it, you could. You put mending on them, they'll only need one. Okay, we'll do that. That's a good idea. I think that's a very good idea. Well played, Mako. Small scooter, then a 3-part bike test. Interesting. All right, let me clean out some of these. Those. So many fishing rods. All right, so I'll need an anvil. I will need, we said mending, right? For the book. Books under the axe for some reason. Overclock. Unbreaking should do that too, though, should it not? Mending. All right, I'll give him mending. All right. Everybody has you to thank for this. Mending. You get a rod. Small. I always wanted a motorcycle. I think I mentioned this the other day on stream. My sister and her wife went over and got some of my mom's belongings from her husband. My mom passed away last year, and they got a whole bunch of pictures of us as kids, and they've been sending them to me and posting them on Facebook. And they sent one picture of me and my sister where she was probably 3 or 4 tops. I had to be like 5 or 6. And it's just us in the bathtub. Just all smiling, happy to be having a bath. And then they sent another picture of the two of us, probably close to the same age. Got all of them already? sitting on the back of my mom's boyfriend's motorcycle at the time. And I was like, I loved motorcycles even as a child. So this is Draven's fishing hut, employees only. Remember that. But this is just a way for me to get into the middle easier. Little elevator block I drop down in there. Now I'm gonna vein mining this. I'm going to, interestingly enough, I don't think mobs, well, I guess they do. I was going to say, I don't think mobs spawn. Oh, they don't either. Mobs don't spawn on bedrock. I didn't realize that. Because everywhere where there's bedrock, nothing is spawning. But we're here where it's stone, they'll spawn and walk off of it. So I kind of was going to leave that as bedrock. But when we look at the bottom there, it makes it so hard to see. I'm afraid it's going to affect people's stuff. So I need to put something down here, but if I do, then I have to light it all up. It's just a mess. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I need another block that looks better, that mobs don't spawn on. If you think of one, I love you. All right, so I'm gonna need. So now we're gonna work on the ender books real quick. Let's grab that ender book. Anvil. And they shouldn't need soulbind or anything on the book. This they can just stick in. Riding motorbike from the age of 16. Never driven one, Moog. Never driven one. Always wanted to. Always wanted a motorcycle. Just never really had the money or the time, Alright, so let's set, okay, here's Team Orange. So we'll set orange like right here. Well, okay, thoughts. I need your guys' thoughts here. I could go around and give everybody an ender book, so everybody gets to teleport to their area, which I think would be kind of cool. Or I can build a portal somewhere, and then everybody who comes through has to walk all the way around to theirs. I wouldn't want to build more than one portal, because I'm trying not to... There's a lot of portals that are popping up inside the... see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of portals that are popping up in here that take us to areas. Like here, these take us to the Let's Plays. But for the Pyramid Let's Play, I have one of every color already. So I was thinking, if I make an ender book for every color, like I did there, I can just set it here. Like this is Orange Pyramid. I can make one, call it Orange Cube of Orange Deliciousness or Orange Cube or something like that. So things where people have to teleport to their own area will always be in these chests. I just have to name the book that they need, right? The one exception to that is the golf ones are actually at golf. So Sling Golf, everybody has one that takes them to all of the different holes. But that one's specifically for golf, so I just put it in here. But since I've already got our water fountain, which I may move the water fountain over here a little bit closer. But I kind of want to do the books. Books will take me a little bit more work for me, but I think it'll. Mobs will spawn on the bottom. Oh, on the bottom half slab. That's true. I could do a brick half slab, which I like brick. The gray's easy to see. Or I could even do just a. There's a stone slab, I think, isn't there? How many slabs are there? I could just do a stone slab. It's smooth, so it wouldn't mess anything up. That's a good call. That's a real good call. Yeah, the leaves. I like leaves, and you're correct. The only thing is, again, my concern is with the leaves. There's so much area. It's going to cause that same bedrock effect where it looks very blurry together because there's too much detail. A smooth stone, though, that could be very groovy. Yeah, I'm gonna do ender books over here. Couple of them here. Right, so let's start with this one here on the right. Book, delicious. How do you spell deliciousness? Is that even a word? Am I trying to ask you how to spell a word that doesn't exist? Deliciousness? Maybe there's another S. Oh, it won't let me put another S. I've run out of letters. I could just call it cooking, I guess. Cooking cube. I'll call it cooking cube. That's easier. Not what the actual thing is called, but that would work. Okay. In there. Work. Set that one up there. Oh! Yes! Not worn a hat yet today. You're my first redemption of any of these points things. I mean, the chicken hat, it turns out, was meant for children, so it's a little bit tight for me. But you know what? Wet meatloaf for you, my friend. I'll do it. All right, this one should be magenta, right? Yes, magenta. Right. Oops. Cooking cube. Magenta. Cooking. Excellent. Work out well. Woohoo! Yeller. Some of this. It's atrocious. So ugly. I hate it so much. But what you gonna do? Cooking cube. Get cooking. Whoops. We organized those by accident. More of these. Yellow. Pink. Right here. Oop. Cooking tube. I know some of this is probably not the most exciting thing to watch. Oh, what was that? Grab that there. Hey, thank you very much, Porox, for the bits. I appreciate that. I care my entire Skyfrick knowledge with your YouTube videos. Wish you all the best in streaming future. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is so cool. Well, that is awesome. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, I've switched the streaming over here, and it seems to be going pretty well so far. So no complaints on my end. Did I make a book? I've already forgotten. Yep, I did. This is pink. Pink. Right. That's pink cooking. Ah, how you know the steak is still good. Gotta have some pink in the middle. I want a steak. You see what you guys have done? Gray. Ugh. 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 Gross. Hey, what's up, Midnight? All the emoji. Oh, yeah, all 5 of them are in there now. So I've got all 5 of them. I guess that's, I think, all we get until I someday, hopefully one day, hit partner, right? So, cooking cube. I'll be a ways from that, though. Gray cooking. Ew, gross. Don't eat gray food. Usually not good. I can't think of anything edible that's naturally gray. Now I have to ask, can anybody think of anything that's naturally gray? Like, don't pick like icing. Like you can get any color icing on a cake. But you know what I mean? Like what is something that's naturally gray? Or a food, like even if like mashed potatoes are normally gray, something like that. Purple. Purple. I'm trying to think of something now. Cooking cube. Purple cooking. Oh. Purple cooking. We got 3, 6. I need to make. That's all 12. So now I know I've got enough books. Salted plums. Ooh, I don't think I've ever had a salted plum. Ugh, gross. Oh, good lord. I never gave this person a bed or a chest. Okay, hold on a second. That's not good. They deserve to sleep like everyone else. I get the last one. I was going to say, I thought I did. Somehow we missed Brown's everything. Muscles? Oh, the food muscles. Well, I'm old, so my muscles might be great too. I'm an old man, my friends. Some soda bread. I've never heard of soda bread. You guys are naming all this stuff I've never had. I've never had mussels either. And the food or physically, I'm just saying. Or is this brown? Cooking cube. There. Brown cooking. Ew. Some seafood is naturally great. That you're probably correct. Yeah, I hadn't thought about the seafood. Seafood, I bet you could find a lot of fish and stuff that were naturally gross. Mussels clams are so good, you should try them. I don't know what soda bread is either. I don't eat a lot of seafood. I'm not a fan of which, considering I love the ocean, the beach, and I'd live there tomorrow, I'm not a big seafood eater. I like a deep fried fish and chips kind of thing, but that's about as far as I go. I don't like lobster. I don't like crab. What else have I had? I didn't like oysters. I had oyster. Oh, that was gross. Really gross. I'm looking at green. Cube. Trying to think of what else I've had. I didn't like. Well, they're not really seafood, but I guess crayfish. I guess that counts as seafood. Not land food. That was green cooking. Ooh, definitely don't eat green food. Break that animal. I did. I don't like a lot of seafood, but some are. Yeah, like I like crab rangoons because there's enough cheese in there. You don't really taste the crab. Whoops. Cooking cube. Hey, TTV Tommy YT. Thank you so much for the follow. Woo, tripped all over your name, but thank you very much for following on the channel here. I appreciate it, man. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. My chicken leg just snagged my earring. I don't know what color I'm doing. Red. Okay. Hey, Tom Holt. Hey, what's up, Tom? All right. Tom Holt, I know. Red cooking. That's a good steak right there. Red cooking. When I was in China. Oh, hydrate. Chocolate milk. I'm gonna drink so much chocolate milk today. I'm gonna be a chocolate draven. A chocolate draven. How would you like to find that in an Easter basket? Ugh. Well, I mean, I'm a big guy. You'd at least be getting a lot of chocolate, right? I mean, let's look at the bright side of things. That'd be a lot of chocolate. Cooking cube. Ooh, what an excellent question, Wet Meatloaf. Much I hate to say it, Wet Meatloaf probably not making that list. Regular meatloaf's good. Now, let me ask. When you're saying foods, do you mean like food like I love cheese? Or are you talking about like foods as a meal, like pizza? Just because I want to make sure I'm answering. I know I do that a lot, and I detail it, but I have lists for everything on every level in my head. So, because this is something I do quite often. Meals, okay, that I can do. What color am I looking? Oh, what's black? Black cooking real quick. Cooking. Let's see. Just woke up. Feel a little dozer ran over you. Oh, not good. Hope you get feeling better. Or, wake up. Light blue. What? Light blue? I don't use light blue. I use regular blue. No? As long as I didn't use 2 blues, it'll still work. Okay. Oh. So let's see. Foods. Being honest. Let's see. So for foods, pizza is going to be my number one. I can eat pizza all day, every day. I never get tired of it. There's just so many different ways you can make it. You know what I mean? So many different toppings. You can different crusts, even different sauces. Pizza is so versatile. Cooking. Blue cooking. Probably another one you don't want to eat. And the last one is white cooking. All right. Knickknacks. Is that a food, or you mean like little things you put on your shelves? Because I love the little knickknacks you put on your shelves. I got all that stuff. So pizza's number 1 on my list. Cherry cheesecake is number 2. It's not really a meal, but at least it's a prepared item. You know what I mean? Cooking cube. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo, or chicken Alfredo, depending whether it's fettuccine. I prefer chicken fettuccine, but any noodle is fine. So Alfredo is delicious. So that would be on my list. Right. There we are. All right, so we're done with that. Now I can go deliver all the books. I get my earring. Let's see. Tallest person I've ever met. Well, I have a cheating answer for you there, but I'm going to do it. If it's made from a restaurant, for me, it's pizza too. Yeah, pizza's delish. What is this? Pink, or is that magenta? Magenta. Wow, these are relatively the same order I normally do. I think the hydrate cooldown's like 30 seconds or a minute. I think it's 30 seconds, if I remember correctly. Gray. There. Purple. Red. Brown. Blue. And... all right. Excellent. So we've got the waypoints done. Excellent. So we've got those. So again, they can walk over here before the Let's Play, and they can get enough experience to use their book. Because that's really, you only need to use it once. Unless we... I should... you know what I should do in those books moving forward? I should put a waypoint back here. I'm not going to do it with those ones. But moving forward, I think I'm going to do that. Because I could just make one book, do that portal here, and then duplicate it so I don't have to keep doing 12 of those. Probably would have been easier. Midnight gave me a hydrate. Oh, is that a new one? Okay, I'm sorry. There was one a minute ago. Thank you for calling that out. I appreciate that. But I think it's 30 seconds per minute. More chocolate milk. Delicious. I'll do double, for I am thirsty. All right, so back to the cube of deliciousness. Okay. So we've got that done. We built the docks. I've got everybody a fishing rod with mending. Great idea. So we have... I think that's it. I think we're set. The only thing I have to do is fill the cubes up at this point. And then when it comes time to do some type of fishing contest, all I have to do is give them more rods. Plus, if they fish up any rods or anything else that could be considered food for some way, they can use that as an ingredient. I think that would be fun. Can't do it yet. Got to be a mudslide. Coconut. Oh, yeah. There you go. I hadn't thought about drinks. But yes, I would agree. Chocolate milkshake would be on my top 5. I would have to add that if we're counting that as... if we're not counting drinks, then just chocolate ice cream. Chocolate ice cream, just normal, regular chocolate ice cream. I don't need all the extra stuff on it and in it. I don't like a lot of crunchy stuff in my chocolate ice cream. Just chocolate ice cream would be awesome. All right. So where are we going to build the Twitch Coliseum? There's not a lot of places I can build it where you're going to be able to see it from here now, which I kind of regret that. I could put it behind this, so the Twitch symbol would be rising above it. That's a good idea. If I build it here and the Twitch symbol's above it, then you'll be able to see. I'm glad I built that low. That would work. I can build it. Actually, I could build it up a little bit higher too, so it's more, the whole thing's visible. Excellent. That will work just deliciously. Okay, now for me to be annoying real quick. This, my friends, the epitome of OCD. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you will in a moment. This is the middle block lined up perfectly with the middle over there. So in order for me to line up my arena perfectly, I have to make sure that it is middled. That should be good for this end. If I start to build it there, now I need a little bit further because I want to take around. I have never had a Tim Tam. No, I've seen them online. Like the Achievement Hunter people really like. I mention them a lot, I know, but still, that's okay. That's where it's going to start. Oh, I forgot I can't vein mine with my hand. Rock, anyways. No, but I've never had a Tim Tam. I think they sell them at the grocery store here, but like they're the imported kind. And I'm always being told that the ones that are here aren't as good. Not just those, but everything in general. Anytime I have something that is from another country, but you can buy it here, it's like a watered down version. Knickknacks. Somebody asked that earlier. Is that a cookie? It's a cookie. All right, what are we going to build the ground with? Base. I'm going to do white marble for the Colosseum because there's so much white marble available. So I definitely want that. We're going to build a floor for the Colosseum, but then I'm going to rip it up later. But, you know, that's okay. Australia, the Tim Tams are good. I do love an Asian buffet. I really do. I like Asian food a ton. If we were to pick a genre of food, it'd be Italian food and then that. But there isn't an individual Chinese thing that I would put in my top 5. Like, I love a lot of it on a plate, but, you know. Type of spicy crisp. Spicy cookie, chips, yes. No, we don't have those here. That I've ever seen, anyways. In my opinion, the best Asian food is a buffet. If you can go there and just load up your plate with whatever you want. Well, I don't really go to like a sit down. We had a hibachi the other day. That's a little different. Mexican food would be my number 3. All right, so I'm going to build the ground. I think I'm going to build the base. I need to do the base. I need to do the base out of something flashy. But I don't want to do it yet. Knickknacks are peanuts and fried. Wow, you guys have different things that are called knickknacks. 2 different knickknacks. Okay. I'm going to start with stone, but then I'm going to camouflage the stone later. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to go with, I want this to be 3 wide in each section. I do 3 wide. Need a center point. All right, you guys got to bear with me. I've got to check something. So this is going to happen a few times today where I have to back out and go back in and back out and go back in. You're going to see that for a moment, so I apologize. But I have to, today because I'm trying to recreate something I did in the challenges world, the other stream. I'm going to have to pop in and out a couple times just to do some measurements. I'm going to build the Twitch symbol last, but I really quickly have to measure how big it is so I can make sure that I make the Colosseum the right size. Oh, come on now, just pop in. It shouldn't take this long. Games, you know, I know I've worn this hat for more than 10 minutes. Dawned on me, I'm still wearing the hat. Whoops. Take a shortcut. Thunk. Okay, so I need to know how big this is. I'll not be able to measure it well. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 45, 6, 7, 8, 39, 40, 41, 7, 48, 49, 50, 51. That's what I need to know. I need to know if it was even or odd. Oh, thank you very much. That's what I'm going to reproduce. I think it turned out really well. So I did it over here because somebody suggested it. I liked it so much I want it in the Let's Play world. So yeah, 51. I just wanted to make sure that the it's the same size. You know what I mean? So that's 51. So I know that I need mine to be an odd number for that to line up correctly. That's the whole point of doing that. I need to make sure that it's odd. If that had been an even number, I would have had to make an even number to properly center it. That helps me out. Okay, so it's got to be an odd number. I'm going to go obviously well larger than 51, but I just need to know if it was odd or not. So let's see. That's that. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 5. So that's where the edge of this Twitch symbol is going to go. I don't think you can. I believe I have that disabled, to be honest with you. I'm in the United States if somebody's asking me. Oh, you're asking the other person. Well, hats off. Beast Laser, back to the chicken hat. I will put the chicken hat back on for you, Beast Laser. I feel like I can make some very inappropriate jokes using this hat, but I'm going to refrain because, you know, I'm a sweet and innocent soul. So the Twitch is going to be that big, but I want it to go at least another 20 past that. I have 25 there. We'll do 50. We'll do 50 on each side. 6 or 7, 20, 30, 20, 7, 40, 8 for 9, 50. Gives us 100 wide. That should be more than enough for the auditorium. 20, 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9, 30 to 1, 5, 9, 6 to 7, 8, 49, 50. All right, so that's our Coliseum. I think that's a fair size. Would you agree? If I have to, I can always build the rounded off of that. That should be the center. No walking. Okay, well, I can do that one. Well, people have lots of channel points sometimes. What else are you going to do with them, right? Okay, so that's the Coliseum. Now I have to say how much room is going to be outside the Coliseum, right? Because is it just going to be the Coliseum floating in the air? And I kind of feel like I want to do that, but I feel like it should be on at least a plot of land. So I'm going to have to add... Let's see. Add 10 to each end just for that. Oh, you're fine. No worries. That's good, because I don't want to get much closer to that one from here. That'll work. Okay. So, now that I have that odd, which is what I need, this side's going to be even because I want the doorways that the competitors come out to be too wide. I'm going to have a big 3-way wide over here where people will enter in. I'll have a little pet thing over here with a teleporter. They'll go through it to come in here. They'll walk inside the arena. It'll be fun and exciting times. Okay. So I added 10, so I have to do the same thing on this side. Now, how wide do I want to make this? 950. That seems pretty wide. That seems like Coliseum wide. I think maybe we'll go 10 more. 60. Okay. Yes, that's how wide I want the Colosseum. Now, just like before, I have to add 10 to each side, so I have a little bit of land outside the Colosseum, but I'm going to add 20 on this side since I don't want to go the other direction. 10. And there we have our building space. So now, I just have to square that out. Get to work. 2 culinary gems with mineral bonsais. Hey, there you go. And mineral delicious foods. There we go. I just got to remember that I have to leave 10 on each side. Got to go? Oh, it's all right, Tommy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Have yourself a great day, sir. I appreciate you coming by, and thank you very, very much for the follow. I adore you. Would never have found those berries. Oh, the mineral berries? Yeah, mineral berries are the jam. Ooh, mineral berry jam. That's something we should invent. Are there jams in Sky Factory? Now I need to know. There's not. There's a Jambon Buer. Okay. Wait a minute. What's that book? Redstone, Volume 1. Interesting. I feel like there should be some type of it would be very easy to do a cooking-based one, kind of like we did with the cooking, but where you have to make as many potions as possible. That could be a relatively fun idea. And then so that's an option. Maybe do that one. I'd like to say one to make as many books, different books as possible, but I'm not sure. Most of them really aren't hard to make. Making if I provide them the brewing stand, I'm not gonna make them go to the Nether and get their own blaze rod. Take forever. But I give them I gave them a brewing stand. Just trying to figure out how would I make them. How would they gather the items they need? You know? Whoop. Fill up? Nope, I missed one. Come to me, stone. Got my leftover turkey slice. Okay. We don't let any of our cats have human food. This makes it a little easier to keep them out of the trash cans. I do not watch any sports. Now, I've never been a sports person. I played hockey for years. Played some soccer, a little competitive bowling. But that was in my youth. And, I've never been a sports guy at all. It's funny too, because I used to be that I would say to folks, I didn't watch sports because I don't like to watch other people do things. But then I started watching other people play video games, and that all went out the window. I'm like, well, I guess I was wrong. That was not the actual real reason. Sports exist in my youth. There were 2 or 3 that had been invented. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Oops. All right. So this is our work area. This is what we're going to start on. So now let's start with, now we need something to mark it with. We will use lapis. Lapis is a good center block. That's my center block. Look at how wide I made this now. 50 and then 20 would be 70. Middle of 70 is going to be 35. 35. That should be the middle. Where was I born? I was born in London, Ontario, Canada. Whoops! Forgot about the lights. Hold on. Forgot about the lights. Yeah, London, Ontario, Canada is where I was born. Lived in Canada till I was 15. Then my family relocated to the United States. I lived in North Carolina for 3 years. That's where I went to high school. And then after I was 18, my family relocated to Tennessee. And I've lived in East Tennessee ever since. And now you know the rest. That side. Not high enough. Good. Too high. These will get better hidden later when I develop the bottom a bit more. More than enough to light it up. Most of these will die as soon as... Ooh, look at that little ninja creeper going on. Useless. Funny. Alright, so that's the middle going this direction. Middle going that direction. But is that the middle? Yeah, that seems like the middle to me. Okay. Sear. And leave those there for now. Let's grab ourselves some marble. When was I born? 1977. I'm an old man. I think that's the year Elvis died, if I remember correctly. Astral Sorcery Marble. Let's do that, because I'm going to vein mine and get rid of this marble later. Interestingly enough. This is just for marking it. Old but gold. There we go. That's the way to think of it. Well played. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boop. All right, so there's the outer edge of the Colosseum, which again, I'm going to carve in. It's not going to be quite that wide. This Colosseum's actually going to, it looks like it may be a tad smaller than the one I made on the other world. Can always make it bigger if I need to. That's what she said. Sorry, I had a moment and I was like, do I say that? And I realized, yes. Yes, I do. Boop. Careful not to go too far to near the edge. Don't want to go past. That's some. Oh, I didn't do the 10 over here. Here. And pop. All right. Oh, that's too far. Too far. That's correct. Yeah, I should have went a little bit further right now. Now we know. Now we've learned a thing. That's mostly be able to do automatic. Closer. And get a little closer. Don't be shy. Oops, too far. That's a bubblegum song. No, it wasn't deodorant. That's what that was. Get a little closer. Arid extra dry. I remember that now. I'm so old. Yesterday I was showing my wife some commercials, product commercials when I was a kid for stuff that they had in Canada that they don't have down here. Because every so often I'll mention something and she'll have no idea what I'm talking about, and I'll realize it was never in the United States. So I was like, aha! I correct that. So I'll show her, go online on YouTube and show her commercials for products she's never heard. You know, commercials were all really bad when I was a kid. I think most people will agree. The commercials were not that good when we were kids. They'd have one or two funny ones. But I don't know, man. Canadian commercials just seem to be worse. Maybe it's just because I'm judging my people harshly, but man, some of those Canadian, now I go back and I look at them, I'm like, that's horrible. I won't say who, because I'm sure, you know, somebody worked hard on that. Slam nobody specifically. Just rough sauce. Rough sauce is what. This, whoops. Doesn't do as big an area, but at least I know I'm going outside where I want to be. Okay. Right. You still can't log into Sky Factory 4. Sadly, methinks you may have to re-download all that, man. You may have to wipe it and re-download again. You save your backup if you still have access to it, you should be fine, but still. Where I'm leaning at this point, you know, you've been having problems for a while. Oh, okay. So it's that the game won't. Okay, I got you. I thought you meant you could get in and now you can't. Like there's something corrupt with it or something. But if you're, yeah, I've had when I first got Minecraft as a gift, I wanted it, and a friend of mine got me like the gift card. You can pre-buy it with a card, you know. He gave it to me. My computer couldn't play it either. I had the game for 2 or 3 months before I could ever play it. Oh, you have been able to play it on that computer. So that's what I was wondering. If you've already been able to play it on that computer, oops, you should be able to. Unless something's happened with your computer that it doesn't do what it did before. I guess the game could have maybe gotten bigger, acquired more as the new updates have come. Sky Factory 4 is a hog, though. It does use a lot of PC. Did speedrun? Oh, speedrun Deep Mob. Deep Mob will give you a lot of good stuff. All right, so that's the basic floor, but it's actually still wider than I'm going to make it because you'll remember the Coliseum kind of comes up a bit. This is the outer edge of the Coliseum. 8, 9, right? And that's good. Dragon Roller was actually really advanced. Really? Just checking my work. Elementary school. New PC. Nice. I built this thing, more or less. I had a friend way more knowledgeable than me walking me through it over the phone, but it was an experience. See, now that blue doesn't seem like it's in the middle to me. You know what I mean? Oh, you remember? 2, 25. $61. We've made a boo-boo. We made a boo-boo. 61. It's supposed to be even on this side. Means I've gone 1 too far. I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to count it again. 2. 6, 7, 8, 9, 48. 54. Nice. 61. one of the white off and then one of the gray off. Cha-cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. You know, I think my chicken head time is over. It's been at least 10 minutes. I always forget I got the hats on. I'm going to look at getting some more hats, too. I just don't have a lot of money to buy hats right now. But that chicken hat, some of the best $5 I've ever spent. Don't know how to get emeralds. Emerald sapling. There is an emerald sapling that is your primary way to get emeralds. Wife's sun hat. This I can do. My wife gives me crap every time I wear it because she says I wear it backwards. I don't know, man. I feel like the bow should be in the front. I'm quite adamant about that. I feel that the hat designer did it incorrectly. This hat's actually slightly more comfortable than the other. All right. Now we've got our arena down. Now I just have to recenter this because that was not well. Thank you very much, Canceling. I appreciate that. I am known to be quite delicious. So now I have to do it's 60. So I have to do 30 and 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 17, 4, 5, 26. 30 and 31. That's my middle now. Welcome back, Xmod. And, oh, hydrate. Yes, I shall. Chalky milk. That is centered. And that is centered. This one is not as long as the last one, I've realized. I'm starting to feel that I need to make it longer. Width-wise, I'm okay with. I guess we're going to pop back over and check real quick. So again, I apologize for those guys who are hanging out. I'll be bouncing back and forth between a couple of worlds here a couple times today because I am trying to rebuild something from another world over here, at least as close as I can. I told her you guys were calling her out about the abuse and other boyfriend things. She's like, oh, God, now they're going to tease me about it. I'm like, yes. Yes, they are. Let's see how big I made this thing. Maybe it's not as long as I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 30. I'm much faster in this world. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 40. 50, 51, 52, 53. Then it goes 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. That'll fit. Actually, it's a little bit smaller here. She got at least all right to do. She definitely feels so. 2, 6, 7. Bootleg. 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9, 30 to 40, 41, 40. 4, 55, 7, 58, 9, 60, 6, 70, 81, 90, 94, 95, 96, 98, 90, 100. 3, 4, 5, 6. 106. Well, thank you for putting your butt in my face. Yeah. Kitty butt. All right, so the width of the other one is fine. This one went to 106. So, yeah, unfortunately, you have to go in order. It does not play nice that way. You have to get nickel first. All right. I know there's a lot of counting today. It's the most exciting thing. For that, I apologize. I'm just going to count half because I'll know. 5. 44. 50. So 100. It's only 6 shorter. Technically, 3 on each end. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Hey! What's up, Teresa? No, yeah, that's correct. I've got 1 spin. Still got a bin here. You know you can count. Do you know your ABCs? I know my ABCs, and I also know that it's one of the most common tunes ever known, man. Baba Black Sheep, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, ABCs. They're all the exact same melody, the exact same music across 3/4 of nursery rhymes. Drives me crazy. So I'm okay with this. This is actually okay. I may have to. I'm probably going to cover up the gray when I go out wide, but this is actually pretty close. Just a little bit wider this way and a little bit shorter this way. So a little bit short and fat, just like me. Okay. So now we. What was that? A cat went flying through here like the world was on fire. All right, let's go to marble. It's time to build some walls. What marble are we going to use? That. Already got it lit up, so I don't need that. Packs will hang on to. Let's see which pillar we like the best. A lot of different pillars. And before we did this, I was in survival, so it was harder to... been here, but was a work call. Gotcha. That was a good one. That one looks good. That's not bad either. No, we're not using that one. That one was no good. No good. All right, so for the inside walls, let's see. Getting pizza baguette. I don't think I've ever had a pizza baguette. I may have. Leaning between 1, 2. I think this one's a little too plain. Actually, let me rephrase. It's too much like this one. This one is almost the same as this one, except this is 4 easy lines. This is small, big, small, but it's slightly off center, and I don't know how I feel about that. This one I feel like I should save for something I'm going to have on top. So I think this is the winner. Rough pillar or plain capped wide pillar. Remember a plain capped wide pillar. I think that's the one I want. Wife and mother-in-law. What's up, buddy? Oh. Midnight meows when he plays with toys. He just came down with this little orange crab that I bought, little cat toys. He's meowing. I look over and he's just sitting there with the crab in his. Oh, he's such a turd. I love that little dude. Okay. That. Wrong. No. Now I have to round it in the corners, but I'm going to start with a square, and we'll. I'm probably going to have to pop back over one more time to see how I rounded it. And already. Oh, perfect lining. Nice. So tonight we'll be back in the survival world from 6 to 12 tonight. And in the survival world, we are building my new house. We still have to build the haunted room. Still need to do a little bit more decorating in the kids' room. The cat's room is pretty much perfect. Love the cat. Need to figure out what other rooms we're going to add over there. That's probably high enough. Made in bar. Hey, there you go. That's high enough. Anyone else have lag? Uh-oh. Let me know if anyone else is lagging. Uh-oh. Now it's lagging. Can anybody see me? Or hear me still? Okay. You can still hear me? On my side, this screen just says this video is either unavailable or not supported in this browser. So I'm not able to see me anymore. I can in my OBS, but on the stream, I don't see me at all. So now that I've said that, can you see me at all, or should I kill the stream and start over again? I can always end the stream and just start right back up again if that might be easier. Oh. I'm not sure if anybody's hearing what I'm saying right now. I'm going to give it a minute. If I don't hear from anybody, I'm going to kill it and start it over. Teresa says she can see and hear me. Yep, it's not working in full screen. I wonder if there's a way to refresh. There's not. You can hear me. Bear with me. Okay, I've refreshed and now it's working fine. Okay, I'm back again as well. Okay. Not sure what happened there. I checked my OBS and it was fine, so it had to be on. Is it still lagging? Okay. Killing the stream and coming back.